All right.
What's
we
up?
are in the building.
No, what's up? What's up, everybody? Oh, okay, okay, we good. Yeah, the phone was like crazy, but we good. What's up, everybody? Boy, Howard.
And it's your man Kurt. What's up, y'all?
And it's another episode of Triad Hip Hop Podcast. Episode 250.
250.
Oh, 50, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, 50. On the 50th, sir.
We're halfway to 500.
Yeah, we are there. But 250, since the 50th is
50 for the 50th hip hop.
Yeah, they're celebrating on the 11th. And then we 250.
Yep.
But see, the Bahamas had the 50.
Yep.
Hip hop had the 50.
It's all about this
So
year.
we 250.
Yes, sir.
Aha! See what I did that job, brother?
Yes, sir. So yeah, man, we are glad to be in the building. Happy that we can do this in the 50th year of hip hop. Happy hip hop anniversary. That's a big milestone, and we ain't going nowhere. So no matter what happens, we not going nowhere. So
let me get we gotta get the
yeah, let's get interested.
I forgot about that. See what I'm saying? See, look at
Yeah.
I'm doing all
Get the slam dancing.
The slam dance.
All right, so let me see. All right, so again, it's episode 250, and we got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna try not to keep y'all too long. First of all, how was your week this past week?
Week's pretty good. I want to shout out Brittany right now because she actually got surgery. It's a little personal, so I won't tell you too much. But it's not like, I don't want to make light of it. She's gonna be okay, but I'm just saying, just thoughts and prayers for her. But yeah, the week was pretty good. I've been trying to work on. I had a little bump in the road trying to finish school and whatnot. I think I found a way to maybe go this semester to knock down some stuff, but we'll see. If it don't happen, it just don't happen. I just have to go and finish in 2025.
Hey, man. Sometimes it be like that, man. Just keep doing your best, man. We all believe in you, so I know you're gonna get through it, man.
Yeah. How was your week, sir?
My week's been a little, it's been up and down, but it's been a week.
Yeah.
The job is stressing me a little bit, but it is what it is. And this weekend we're gonna be doing a little moving, got that coming up. So yeah, but
we can't tell you where it is. It's a secret location.
Secret.
It's like the back cave, son. We in there.
But anyway, it's been an interesting week, man. But overall, it's been good. No complaints. You know what I mean? Got to, hang out with an old friend of mine. You know what I mean? We go back like spinal cords. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So I enjoy that. Now I'm on a single market, so dating a little bit.
All right.
So it is what it is.
My man Curtis about to shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? Shoot up the club. Shoot up the club. Clip, nigga.
Shoot up club.
Clip, nigga. Shoot up the club.
No club shootings, no drive-bys, none of that. But anyway, it's been cool, man. I enjoyed myself. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Before we go too far, I want to say rest in peace to DJ Casper, famous for the Cha Cha Slide. He just passed away. Not sure what he died of, but I don't think he was very old. He was somewhere like around 58.
50. I heard 55. But he might be wrong.
I might be wrong too.
Yeah.
But the
still young.
Source said 58. So yeah, either way, man, to die in your 50s is not good, man. That's young. A lot of y'all young kids think that's old, but that is actually young. You won't realize that until you get up there.
Man,
trust me on that one.
I'm already, 10 away, really. Well,
right.
9 away some change now. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I got one more year, you know what I mean, myself. One more year, so.
Hey, what are we going to do with the 50, man?
I don't know, man. We got to do it big, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, speaking of big, doing it big, I got to give an announcement. My man Howie is hooking us up, and we going to see. Tell him, matter of fact.
Oh, yo. Yeah, my bad. Hold on, I forgot about
my man hooking us up with some,
all right,
some tickets. You know what I mean?
Yes, we'll get back to me.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, okay. No, wait a minute. Let me do it like this. Apologize. It is, while I'm looking for it, I do know is, LL Cool J, The Force Live. So basically, it's all the stuff, all the people. There's a tour. I think this is separate from this Rock the Bell joint.
Yeah, definitely separate.
But it's man, September 10th, 8:00. Hip Hop History, man, I cannot wait.
Yeah, we got tickets, man. We're gonna be in the building. We're gonna go see the Force tour. It's going all across the U.S. And it's gonna be a legendary tour, man. Just like that Wu-Tang and Nas.
Speaking of which, you see LL kill that shit on Sway.
Oh yeah, the freestyle, man. Come on, man. LL to go.
I ain't trying to be like no old head, but let me tell y'all something, kids. That's LA though. That's LL the rap.
Yes, sir. Yes,
not the act.
Yes, sir.
That's the rap.
Yes, sir. Y'all need to go back and check that joint out, man. He showed out on that. He wasn't even expecting it. They was like, yo, can we hear something? He's like, all right, let's do it. What kind of beat you got? You know what I mean? And he told y'all the story of the GOAT. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love that, man. LL, I'm happy that he's still doing it and he still got a youngness about him, you know what I mean? So I'm happy to see him prosper so much. He on TV, movies, still doing music, so now he's touring, so yeah. This is going to be legendary. So we're going to tell you all about it. We'll be in the building. What was it, September 10th? September 10th. You know what I mean?
Building. Wow.
Got to give my man Howard some props for that. Thank you for that. So, all right. But yeah, DJ Casper, known for the Cha-Cha Slide song, you know what I mean? That's an iconic song in the Black community. And I mean, everybody knows it. You know what I mean? You go to a family function, they're going to play it at some point. You know what I mean? So slide to the left. You know what I mean? Slide to the right.
Yeah, see how about when you said the left, see how about fucked up. That's why I don't do them dances. Because it's like they like the electric slide and stuff. Dude, look, I got 2 left feet. I mess around, I do a little something, but nah.
But it's gonna be done, you know what I mean?
The most side did not bless me really. I'm just gonna be honest. in the feet. Now I used to break, and all that, but I did not have the rhythm. I'm just being honest.
I feel you, man. But yeah, let's give DJ Casper a moment of silence just to pay our respects. All right, thank y'all for doing that with us. We appreciate that. All right, so let's jump into some birthdays. I got quite a few, so I'm gonna try to go through them real quick. So starting back on August 1st, happy birthday goes out to Coolio. Rest in peace to him. Also, happy birthday on the same day, Chuck D. You know what I mean? Also the same day, Professor Griff. You know what I mean? And also on the 1st, Rampage. You know what I mean? The Boy Scout. I believe he is the cousin of Busta Rhymes. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to all of them on August 1st. August 3rd, we had DJ Spinderella from Salt and Pepper. Happy birthday to her.
Right.
August 4th, we had You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo. You know what I mean? Y'all know nothing about Yo-Yo. Happy birthday to her. Also on the 4th is Bobby Shmurda. You know what I mean? Had all y'all dancing.
But a week ago.
Yes, sir. Also on the 4th, Professor X, the Overseer. Rest in peace to him from X Clan.
That's the one with the red, the black, and the green. We're the kings. I can't repeat the last one because yes.
everybody a little sensitive now, but it is what it is, And then on the 5th, we have my man Adam Yock, aka MCA from the Beastie Boys. Rest in peace to him. Also on the 5th, Funk Master Flex. Also on the 5th, Big Bank Hank. You know what I mean? Also on the 5th, a friend of mine. We go back like spinal cord. We've been like brothers since middle school, and that's my man Ahmad. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. And then let's see, on the 6th, we have my man Freeway representing Philadelphia. Also on the same day, Fat Man Scoop. Happy birthday to them. On the 7th, we have Gangsta Boo. Rest in peace to her and happy birthday. Yep. And on the 8th, which was yesterday, we had my man Cool Mo D, the legend himself.
How you like me now?
How you like me now? Happy birthday to him. As we are taping this, it is the 9th. So happy birthday today goes out to Curtis Blow, my namesake.
All right. Hey, Curtis Blow, I want you to know.
These are the brands. He was once known as the king of rap, you know what I mean? So yeah, that name is synonymous with greatness, just in case y'all did not know. Cancer Nation is out of here, man. Leo Nation, stand up. Come on, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Look, me and my little peeps, man, with a little claw joint.
Yeah, man.
Fuck y'all.
Not the claws, but the claws. But also on today's date, we got my man Mac 10.
All right.
And also, who they go back like spinal cords as well. My man Dub C. Him and Mac 10 are both today.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So they used to be part of that same super group of Ice Cube, which I think is messed up, man, because they asked Ice Cube recently if he would ever get the group back together, and he said, nah. He said when they go on tour, they do, music from the group, but they do it separately. Like if Ice Cube's on tour, he'll do some songs, maybe with Dub C, because he's still cool with Dub C, but he will not do anything with Mac 10. And then Mac 10 had a falling out years ago, man. I hate that they ain't patched that up yet.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the whole story, but it was something where one of Cube's relatives was involved, and I think that person did something wrong with Mac 10, and Mac 10 wanted Cube to, stand up for him, and Cube was like, nah, I'm taking my family member's side.
Well, yeah, that's
something to that degree.
Yeah, that's fam. I mean,
so, it is what it is, man. But, I hate to see that they still ain't patched that shit up, man, after all these years. Because this is probably good 15 to 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Man, be honest with you, man, if they stayed together, they would have had a run.
Right, exactly.
Because they was already having.
Exactly.
They would have had a run. Matter of fact, there's probably a lot of artists that would be out if they put it together.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Exactly. So coming up on August the 11th, we got a happy birthday goes out to Asher Roth. A lot of people, I don't think he gets a lot of credit, but that dude can rap his ass off, man. I ain't really heard much from him lately, but one time, they was thinking he was about to take over Eminem's spot. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to him. Also on August 11th, Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Happy birthday to him, representing Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Also on August 11th, Tierra Wax. So happy birthday to all of them. August the 12th, we got my man Del, the Funky Homo Sapien.
You gotta wash your ass if you must. You gotta comb your hair if you must. You gotta brush your teeth if you else you get funky.
And then also on August 12th, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Happy birthday to him.
Man's right there.
Yep. Coming up on the 14th, which is Monday, the most important day of the month, we got The Boss. Well, not The Boss, just Boss. She was a dope female rap. She kind of represented kind of the gangster rap. You know what I mean? So she's from the Midwest, but she kind of had more of a West Coast style to her.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and then my birthday is also on that same day, Monday the 14th. So happy birthday to me. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all put the Cash App on the screen. You gotta hit me up. You know what I mean? Support your boy. So yeah, that's it for the birthdays. Let me give some cheers. Happy birthday to everybody. And so we'll jump into our question of the day, how we came up with a pretty good question of the day. What was your question?
The question is the origins of hip hop romanticized?
Okay. Is the origins of hip hop romanticized? Now, break that down for the people who may not understand what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, it's like, what I'm saying is there's a lot of people that's telling this story, a lot of people that you think that are certified, a lot of people that's like just studying on hearsay, and they're just, well, this is this.
Right.
And, other people saying like, oh, well, this hip hop was for everybody, which it is. I will say that it is, but it was started by black people. You know what I'm saying? And, we ain't gonna get on those find FBA and all this other stuff. But black people did, make it.
Yeah.
But I think what it is, they're trying to spin this narrative that like a particular person started it because this particular person is not, foundation of Black America. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they're gonna say, oh well, this person, he was from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
He don't count.
So he not necessarily he don't count. No, he's the one responsible for it. And that's no shot to, obviously I'm talking about who hurt. But the thing of it is, and we can't take away what he did. But the thing of it is, they try to romanticize him, make him like he's a dude. Like people tell all this story, and they don't realize like really it wasn't just him. It was like a plethora of people. You know what I'm saying, that was here. And actually, there were people that was actually rapping before so-called rap. It's just in the 70s, they had the culture. You know what I'm saying? They had the culture, they had graffiti and all that other stuff to it. So that's what was going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I can't really say, because let's see. Yeah, I was born in 83, so well, y'all do the math. I ain't gonna tell you how to fuck it. But anyway,
yes,
so you know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on because I was like really like born in the second generation of like when hip hop came around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a eyewitness account.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, I think a lot of people have romanticized it. And they kind of want to tell their side, which is okay, but they're not telling the full story.
Yeah. Definitely understand. I agree. I think it is being a little romanticized, because it's all about who's telling the story and how they're telling the story and all of that. It is a lot easier when you've been born into the era and because I was born in 74, so I was around for a lot of the beginning stages of it. So y'all do the math. I may not look like I was born then, but I was.
Yeah, take your shoe off, count the toes.
But
1974.
Right. So but I definitely feel like it is being that way. And I'm glad, people who weren't born in that era. I like the fact that there are some who are trying to be hip hop historians, but at least if you go and do the study and make sure you do the authentic study and get your stories right, don't just tell something off assumptions and stuff like that. So, get those real stories out there,
See, that's the problem. A lot of people trying to retell it.
Right.
And then they're really trying to, I shared something from the black professor this morning, and he made the point, like when jazz came around, people, you know what I'm saying, they demonized it and everything. Oh, jazz is taking down this. And then when white people started getting into jazz, it's all cool.
Yeah.
Just like with hip hop now, like when it first came out, they were demonizing it because black people were telling about, they were having fun with it. And then two, they were telling about, what was going on in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
They didn't know that this was going to be a worldwide platform. But it's funny, like they demonize these rappers and then they lump them all in together. Like oh, NWA and KRS-One and these people, like they're just the same because they rap. Like, no, they're definitely different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it, that's kind of just a dangerous, a paint this broad brush.
Right.
And then not really understanding the components of like who's telling the story, who this group represent, what their ideas are, this, that, and the third. And it's you know what I'm saying, they're trying to retell history and they're trying to retell it to fit their narrative.
Right, exactly.
Now I got my man, the Warriors, that we were trying to come outside.
Come out and play.
Warrior. Oh, while I'm talking about that, evidently the guy that did, hold on, let me see. Oh, so it's not on this one. Hold on. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Hold on. I apologize, everybody. Oh, you see, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got it. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. The guy that did Hamilton, he's supposedly supposed to do something with the Warriors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know when that's going to happen.
Something about Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. I like that dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think he does. He does have like a good eye. I think he's definitely like the culture in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd like to see his take on it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'll definitely check that out. I'm sure he'll do a good job on that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, going back to the history and everything. Yeah, I just, I'm cool. Actually, I was gonna say I want to shout out Pharaoh said that because he made up a good point because we were talking about some other stuff we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah,
it's like there should be because I think a lot of the history is kind of New York biased.
Yeah,
and not what I'm saying as far as like they should tell the New York side of the history and then tell like the national history. Yeah, and that kind of makes sense because like you said, you was born in 1974. You were there when it was created.
Yeah.
But see, when y'all got a hold to it to make the, to make the culture, the graffiti and all that stuff. But see, me being in Carolina, especially in the 80s, we probably didn't hear anything like me being a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything probably like Run DMC. Now, like my mom, she had Sugar Hill Gang. I think she might have played it one time, but yeah, like Run DMC. And then I remember, like I said, I was a kid. So vaguely I remember like Kane, Rakim, the KRS. I remember the beats, but like as far as like the lyrics, I'm saying? I'm like 7, I'm saying, at the time. Well, yeah, 7, about 6 or 7. So I remember it. But I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until I started getting older. Like, oh, these are what these dudes are doing. Okay. So they should tell the history. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that question of the day, about hip hop and the origin stories, being romanticized and all of that. Let us know how y'all think. And, don't forget, hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters. We need funds.
We need allocated.
So we get up there and form the school.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my man watching. We greet you.
All right.
Man, old woman, we don't.
We don't.
Or agent.
Right,
I don't know. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody.
Right.
Say they don't be watching. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right. So, all right, we can go ahead and move on. I only got a couple of new joints for the music that I want to go over. So, my man Dave East, I heard a new joint by him called Rich Problems. And if y'all don't know, man, y'all better go check Dave East out, man. He was signed by Nas, and Nas ain't trying to sign nobody who was slouch. So this dude rapping his ass off. Plus, he already getting into acting. He was in the Wu-Tang Saga.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So yeah, my man did his thing in there. Played Method Man. So yeah, his new joint called Rich Problems. DJ Premier, heard a new joint by him where he got West Side Gun on the joint.
Oh, nice.
Runaway. Yep. And so you already know, you know what I mean? DJ Premier, West Side Gun, you can't go wrong with that. And, you know, speaking of the controversial stuff, you know, Eminem dropped a little response record. You know what I mean? It's somebody else. It's a dude called Easy Mill.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
And Eminem got on the joint and he threw some shots at the Game, since the Game had been talking junk about him. And he threw shots at Melly Mel, since Melly Mel was talking about him. So it's funny to me though, a lot of people are mad at M for responding. Now, Melly Mel been popping off about Eminem for almost a full year now. You know what I mean? And the man just, you could tell he was trying to let it ride. You know, now he like, okay, I got to say something and defend myself. You know what I mean? So now why y'all mad that he responded? So, of course, Melly Mel came back with his diss song. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and, matter of fact, jump into that. But the Easy Mill joint with Eminem, it's a cool joint. I like it. I'm not really a big fan of Easy Mill, but I've heard the name thrown around. And, you know, he got the new school flavor with him. You know, he does a lot of fast rapping, too, and he does singing. So, you know, he kind of got that full-on new school flow. Yeah. But, you know, it's cool. You know, I'm glad he got on the joint and put Eminem on there. And I think Eminem's response to me was valid. You know what I mean? What did you think about Eminem? Did you hear his response?
Yeah, I heard his response. I didn't really hear the Easy Mill part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, he was taking shots, and really, to me, it wasn't as hard as him could have went.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was definitely like if it was anything, it was a tap.
But yeah, and I think M is very strategic with that. I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah,
I think he was just like, look, let me just address it, lightly address it, and then if y'all want to go full war, we can go full war. Now, with that being said, Melly Mel has released a full-on response where he did like a whole song about Eminem. So I don't know if Eminem's actually going to respond to that, but I think that's kind of a weird space for me. You know what I mean? Do you battle the legend to prove your point, or do you let it ride? And, you know, seeing as though you've already addressed it. So let's go ahead and make that our first topic. You know what I mean? Melly Mel has responded. I've seen some YouTubers reacting to the song, and a couple of them saying like, you know, it's not good because he still got this old school flow. You know, he sound like the radio announcer. You know, he's still doing that. You know, so they're like, you know, the lyrics is cool, but you know, you got to lose that old school touch about you, which, you know, I can understand. I think that's hard to do when you're a person like Melly Mel.
That's his trademark.
Right. That's kind of his trademark. And so, you know, it's hard to do that because he didn't like continuously keep rapping over the years and dropping music. I think if he would have kept dropping music, he would have probably evolved a little bit more. But because of the fact that, you know, he kind of just put music on the back burner, I think that's pretty much, that's the way his heart is. You know, he can't help but rap like that.
Well, that's what, you know, Kumo D was saying.
Yeah.
And the God in the mic.
Yeah.
Says he, you know, he ranked Melly Mel high, you know, especially for what he did. I mean, you can't take away the accolades of what Melly Mel did.
Yeah.
But he didn't really, like you said, though, he didn't really do a lot because it was almost like, yeah, that he didn't transition well.
Right.
And that's one thing that Kool Mo D was saying, like his transition was kind of, but like as far as, you know, what he did, like what he did in that space, yeah, like he was that dude. But I mean, even back then, like if you go listen to those, you know, some of the people that was rocking back in the day, you know, had that rap style. You know what I'm saying? When they were coming out in 87, 70, you know, 87, 88, like you ain't competing with Kane and LL. Like you ain't because that's where everything is at. I mean, I ain't trying to, and I'm not trying to diss those guys for making legendary records, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? They elevated when Run DMC and all them, the style had changed. Right. Run DMC, Public Enemy, the Big Daddy Kane, the style had changed. It elevated. Yeah. And that's why that era, you know, the golden era, 86, 87 came along. That was kind of like the bridge between, you know, way rap was then to where it is kind of now. It's still, because I think we still feeling the effects of that 87. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We still feeling the effects of that shit.
I agree. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, of course, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. But you know, Melly Mel, he has been saying a lot of stuff towards Eminem over the past. He said stuff in Vlad interviews. He said stuff in other interviews, and you know, he said stuff like, I think might have been Vlad that asked him, you know, if he could beat Eminem, and he was like, yeah, easily. You know what I mean? It's like, I get that a lot of people don't like the fact that Eminem is highly rated, but he's white. You know what I mean? And I get it. You know, the hip hop was created by us as people of color, but that don't mean that somebody else can't be good at it.
Oh yeah,
My man Eminem, he gets that for a reason. I mean, even the goats in rap call him a goat.
Well, so, I'll even put it like this: someone else, you know, because that's one thing I can give to M too. M's knowledge of the hip hop history.
Yeah,
man. Absolutely. Listen. I bar none. He the dude.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. When influence of rap came from, like influence of hip hop came through with LL Cool J. When LL Cool J sat down with Eminem, that was his first guest. Man, I'm telling you, I could have heard that for hours.
Yeah.
Them talking about like, you know, M was like, yeah, man, I was just a fan of hip hop. Like I was a fan of Cool J. I was a fan of this. Mm-hmm. Like he understood. Like he's like, yeah, man, I just like this. And but then LL Cool J was like, yeah, man, I ain't talking about I'm white. I don't even exist. And talking about, and you up there rapping my word, man, I shit on myself. I couldn't believe. So I like seeing that in the humble, like, but at the same time, like, nah, man, like when you were MCing,
yeah,
and like you rocking, that's what you do. You got like, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, Eminem, he honestly, you know, he gave birth to a lot of these white rappers like the MGKs and the Asher Ross, because when they see him, you can tell that lets them know, oh shit, white boys can do it too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let's get out here and do our thing. So, you know, Eminem is responsible for a lot of that. But, you know, I give Eminem a lot of credit because he is a genuine fan of the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
You know, he loves it, and he has nothing but pure intentions with it. He always admits, you know, I'm a guest in this house. I understand my people didn't create it, but I love it so much that I've mastered it. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's mastered.
He buy old tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, man, I buy tapes.
Yeah, man. And, you know, you can tell he just sits there and soaks it up. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at him, but I don't know about Melly Mel just making it seem like he would easily just wipe the floor with him. You know what I mean? If you got out there and put them in a real battle, which, you know, we're gonna see where this goes, but if they full out battle, I mean, if people take one side or the other, it's only because they're more of a fan of that one person.
Facts.
So people who take Eminem sides because they're mostly Eminem fans, they're younger. People take Melly Mel sides because they may be older and they just remember him being one of the greats. So no matter what he say, they'll still say he won.
That's the thing. If you know what I'm saying, Melly Mel, you know, some of these old heads, it's really sad, man, because they look very bitter.
Yeah,
and it's really tarnishing their image. When you at that, like at the level that Melly Mel, even MC Shan, y'all are really supposed to be like ambassadors. Y'all really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like And again, shout out to, because I don't want to, say this, but I mean, he made a good point. Pharaoh said that. Well, I sent that to you though. It's about 5 hours. I can't, can't sit down for 5 hours, but
yeah,
some of the points he was making is like, well, if I'm the guy that started it, and then I may not get paid as much, but you know what I'm saying. But everybody else flourishes that picks out back on it and flourishes after me.
Right.
I still won.
Right.
Because I'm the guy that started it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to talk about, like talking shit about the people starting it. That's continuing on. Like if everybody stopped rapping, I wouldn't be relevant.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, even like what Cool J was saying with Ice-T, they had their little beef. I mean, but that's one thing that Cool J was saying. Like, look, Ice-T, I need you. We need each other. Even though like at the time y'all might, we was beefing. But see, that's what I'm saying. But they were equal peers.
Right.
I don't think you should. Yeah, when you older artist, you coming through and then you trying to beef with someone that's in it, to continue your craft, that looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I love Melly Mel, man. I love him to death, man. He is one of the pioneers in hip hop, and he's a great master lyricist. But I do feel like he was trolling a little bit. I feel like he was, kind of gaslighting a little bit, just trying to bait Eminem into this, because it's like there was no reason for you to just constantly keep calling this man out. You know what I mean? And then it's funny because in the response that he made, it's almost like he's flabbergasted because Eminem said something about him. Like, oh, where did this come from? You know what I mean? But you've been poking the bear all this time in interviews, and on your own channel, you've been saying stuff about him. So it's like, what did you expect him to do? So to me, it just seems like you were trolling and gaslighting. Like, yeah, I want to say something, I'm gonna get a response, and then that way that'll prompt me to have to respond back. And then it's like, it almost makes you look like the victim. Like, oh, Eminem just came out of left field and attacked Melly Mel. No, he didn't. He was responding and defending himself. So, I hope that it doesn't go any further. To me, I just don't want to see two iconic rappers get into a bitter feud unless they keep it, on a civil level hip hop, where, they acknowledge, this is just WWE, we just wrestling, we playing around. Mm-hmm. But it seems like Melly Mel is a little more in his feelings about it. Like he just really just don't like Eminem for some reason. So, if you could take that out of it and just say, hey, let's see what happens, I'll entertain it. But
that's the thing too. That's the other thing too. It ain't just Eminem that Eminem was rapping for too. Like, what I'm saying? Like even with like Method Man, Jay-Z, like all those, Meth was like, man, because he did. I think I don't know if it was Matt Harper, but Method Man was like, man, I want to be a fan of Melly Mel, but Melly Mel makes it hard to be a fan because he's downing everybody else, and it's like, dude,
right.
You should be, if you the top dog and you started, you should be like proud.
Yeah, just be proud of that. What I mean? And let it go. You ain't got to keep pointing out stuff about other people.
Yeah. Now when you're in the arena, and the booth, I get it. Like, what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can come out this, yeah, that's cool if you're in the arena, but like like in public and in interviews and stuff like that, that just make you look bad. Just like with Shane with that Nas thing, man. That was just hard to watch.
That was just crazy.
That was hard to watch.
It was, man. It was really hard to watch, man. I just felt some kind of way, man. But it is what it is, man. I feel like Nas is not gonna like diss Shan. Nas got too much integrity for that. Yeah. I feel like Nas ain't even gonna say nothing. I think Nas is just like, all right, cool. That's how you feel. I won't mention your name. I won't put your name in my mouth. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, Nas was the one that hooked him up. You know what I mean? On the bridge 2001, you know, when he could have left him off. You know, he acknowledged Shan, you know, like you started the bridge, you know what I mean? Situation. You put Queensbridge on the map, you know, between him and Roxanne Shante, you know what I mean? But so it's like, come on, man, what's the big deal? But,
and going back to the Eminem thing, the only problem, you know, my thing of it is like this. My problem ain't with Eminem. I think what bothers me is that you got the people that are Eminem fans that, you know, go after him, they go after Melly Mel, like, oh, he's old, and and just say stupid shit and don't know what the fuck they talking about when it comes to like the history and all that stuff. I don't like that, but like M himself, like doing what he did. No, he was in his right to do what he did. Yeah. I mean, we got to call it what it is.
But yeah, all the Eminem stands, man, don't go after Melly Mel like that, because y'all don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Let these two grown men, you know, figure it out, and we'll go from there. But y'all ain't got no reason to be trying to cancel somebody like Melly Mel, because that's all y'all know how to do is press buttons. Let's cancel this guy. You know, who is he? You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, let it go. That's not your place. So
I didn't do that.
Didn't he do that at the end of his song?
I didn't get a chance to really. I heard like a couple of bars.
Yeah.
But
he actually did that at the end of it, I believe. It's almost like he was like, you know, I started this.
It's like,
what did you think about the bars he did that you heard a little bit?
I mean, the bars he did was, I mean, as far as like listening to them, they was all right. I think it would be great if they were in the 80s, but come on, man, it's 2023.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, first when they put it out, I mean, it was like a small snippet, but you know, they put out a little more of an extended version where you actually hear him do a full verse and a hook. And so, you know, I pretty much agree with what you're saying. You know, it's cool, but it's made for the 80s, you know what I mean? And so
I tell you what, if Cass had their grandmaster Cass had a problem, he wouldn't have done that shit.
Right.
Cass, man, Cass can rap.
Yep.
Yeah, Grandmaster Cass.
Yeah, man.
Cass can
we
rap.
Need to get into that, because that's a whole nother story right there. Because
Cass is nice.
Cass was nice with the pen, you know what I mean?
Cass is nice.
Penmanship.
So,
all right. But y'all let us know what y'all think about that, you know, Melly Mel joint. You know what I mean? Put some comments in. Let's get a conversation going. Anyway, all right, next topic. Want to give a shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. They are considering making a street after them. There's a street that they always mention in their songs, East 99. Yes, sir. East 99. And so that street, because they kind of made that street famous, they are considering also naming that Bone Thugs and Harmony Way. Okay. So yeah, let's give them some claps on that. I hope it does get approved, you know what I mean, just to memorialize them as a group. And they represent, what is it, Cleveland, I believe? Cleveland. Yeah, they represent hard, man, for the Midwest, man. So I love that about them. But yeah, and then let me move on. Let's talk about the Jamie Foxx situation. I kind of want to throw that out there. Jamie Foxx was recently accused of anti-Semitism because of a tweet that he did. You know, tell everybody a little bit about that.
So basically, the tweet went. I don't know if it was particularly at any person. I think it was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anybody when he didn't imply that it was anybody. He said they killed Jesus. They killed Jesus. What do you think they're gonna do to you?
Right.
That's it.
And, you know, he pointed out that he wasn't talking about nobody in the community, you know, the Jewish community. Yeah. He was just saying about fake friends, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah. Now, what killed me was damn Jennifer Aniston liked it, then unliked it. And then she was like, I don't know I forgot what the fuck she said. It was so stupid. I'm so done with that.
Yeah, I heard that she said something. I'm done with
that bitch. Man, people be like, oh man, she's up. Man, fuck that bitch. Cause man, she lost me. She lost me when the whole pandemic thing going down started separating people. And it's just like, fuck it. Like, that's how you feel. You fuck you.
Yeah, some people are like that, man. You know, it is what it is, man. But you know, I just think it's foolish that y'all are accusing Jamie Foxx of anti-Semitism just because of that. I mean, I'm glad he came out and clarified, that he, because I saw that he had brought it up and said, I was just talking about fake friends and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, why did he even have to come to that?
Well, I'm going to present a challenge. Since y'all upset about that, what y'all need to do, the people that's in your country, especially the Christians that are preaching about Jesus Christ that y'all locking up, I need to let them out.
Yeah, exactly. Let them on out.
Yeah, let them out.
Let them on out.
If he can't say that, y'all need to let my man, you need to let them out.
Yep. I mean, it's like you can't even say anything that mentions that J word without being accused. You know what I mean? It's like no matter what you say, if you say that word, you're anti-Semitic. Something is wrong with you, and I just think that's foolish. You know what I mean?
And really, it's crazy. Why just them?
Right.
You can talk. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now you still got to deal with the nation, but if you can talk about Arabs all day.
Right.
You can talk about them all day.
Yeah.
But they're technically Semites.
Yeah, they're Semites.
By their definition, I'll put it like that because they ain't really. I mean, I won't get into that. But by their standards, they Semitic. You know what I'm saying? So
it applies to the Jays, to the Arabs, to the black folks, anybody who spoke those Semitic languages. So all of that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of hearing about everybody getting called anti-Semitism or anti-Semites, just because they say something.
Yeah.
And they didn't even say the J word. They said the other J word. He said Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
You don't talk about Jesus. You don't talk about Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
But, it is what it is, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that, man, because I think that's foolish, man. I'm not going to put Jamie Foxx down like that, especially after what he just went through. I'm glad that man's still alive. You know what I mean? So,
should we talk about they clone Tyrone? The same way?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that because we gotta talk about They Clone Tyrone. That movie was funny, man. Howie had already seen it, but I had to take some time to go see it myself. And I started watching it last week, but I had to go back after the show and finish watching the other half. But that goddamn chicken. That was the funniest.
Oh yeah, I need a T-shirt that says that shit. I'm real. I'm with that.
So yeah, I mean the story is basically about these underground system of white folks that was performing tests on black people in this small black community, and they were supposedly branching out all over the place. But I guess it supposedly started in this place. What was it called? The Glen.
Yeah, the Glen.
And they was putting stuff in like their products. Like when women go get their hair done, there was a perm cream that they was putting stuff in. They was putting stuff in the local chicken for the chicken restaurants because they was like, yeah, we know this is stuff they're going to use. They was putting it in the music.
Yeah.
So, and then they was making clones of everybody in the town so that they could
keep the experiment going.
Right, keep the experiment going. So if somebody like died, they could just replace them with a clone. But I loved it, man. It was funny to me.
I was going to say too, and before I give some stuff on it, for an excellent breakdown, and I mean an excellent breakdown, and I'm not no cap. I don't get paid the same. Check out KT, the Arts Degrees breakdown. I mean, it is, man, listen.
Okay.
That shit was crazy. Because one thing I will say, so you have seen it, right?
Yeah,
the whole thing. So one thing that I, especially towards the end, they were definitely doing the story of Dr. Yakub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely doing that. When I seen what they were doing as far as like they were trying to phase them out and turn to white.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Dr. Yakub all day.
Yeah,
and then the fact that he was like, the doctor, and he kind of not necessarily. I don't think they made him big headed, but that's what I thought. Because the Dr. Yakin he would probably been like a big headed Negro all in the story. Right. But yeah, man, that part was like, oh shit. Yeah, so when they did that. Yeah. And
y'all better go see it.
It's definitely one a movie for like the ages. And it was kind of, the thing about it is, especially the clone part, it's almost like, saying it's kind of like, to me, how America is, like everybody's giving these opinions, everybody's fed this process, and it's like once one dies, not that we're like clones, but they could put somebody up that says something similar, who looks similar, and spit the same rhetoric to do, you know what I'm saying? So that's keep it going. Yeah, it's kind of like the symbology I got out of it. So
I agree with that, man. It's crazy, man. It was not what I was expecting, but I was definitely pleased with it. I haven't checked out anybody's online reactions yet, but I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, the the arts degree. That, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
And that one was good.
But yeah, it's a very good movie, and I love how they did the spin at the end with the Erykah Badu song. Because Clone Tyrone. Yo, that had me weak. I was like, yo.
Well, see, that's the thing too. At the end, see, that was the thing that was crazy about that, because the whole time it was, you heard Fonte, and then Yo-Yo. She was. What was cool about that character is like, what was cool about her was that she pretty much held it down, and on top of that, like, she was really like discarded. That's like reason why we didn't do this to you or anything like that.
Right.
You just a hoe and this and just it's just kind of like these powers to be was the ones kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of just discarded her.
Right.
But she she was smart. She read a lot, and you know what I'm saying? The fact that she wrote a letter to like, she was trying to write a letter to what, to the newspaper, what was going on down there. That was like, it was dope.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But yeah, I definitely encourage y'all to go see that movie. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. And one more thought that I thought, like when Ice Cube did Triple X.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the world being saved by pimps and hustlers and all that. That's what I kept thinking in my head. Yeah. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that was the dope part.
Yeah, because really, if you think about it, man, that's what's gonna say. It's gonna be the people that's, you know what I'm saying, the people that we don't count for. It's gonna end up saving stuff. So
yeah, and the way they pulled it off when they rallied everybody together, how they managed to get it going, and they faked what's the name? Yeah, that was dope. So I ain't gonna give it away, but y'all need to go see that.
Speaking of rallying together,
yes, sir. Let's talk about it. Africa is becoming more united. So. But yeah, so you were telling me more about that. You know more about that than I do.
Well, I know a little bit. I do know like a lot of these countries are, they're trying to get Europe, like, look, raise up. Like, we're not getting, we're not making sure, y'all not taking our resources and making us poor. I mean, because if you really think about it, Africa should be the richest nation in the world.
Yeah,
like
they got the resources, and that's all.
But see, what they do is they raped and pillaged the land for years. So I think Africa's now waking up to it.
Yeah,
and with the help of Russia, because I think Putin's been talking about some stuff. But what I'm saying, they are actually talking about getting together and standing as a continent, as one continent, and
Yeah.
So it's getting ready to be interesting, man. Something might go down. I'm just saying.
Man.
So but yeah, it is interesting. We just have to watch it. But yeah, Another thing about coming together. Well, let's talk about this Twitch guy.
The PS5 thing.
Yeah, so basically, from what I understand, this guy was a Twitch, I think Twitch, the people that play the games and you stream watch and play the games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was doing the streams and he was giving, saying like, yeah, I'm gonna give away, X amount of dollars, not X amount of dollars, PlayStation 5s. And it was in New York. All these kids came. It was like a slew of people, like a bunch, probably like in the tens of thousands, probably down there 100,000.
Uh-huh.
I don't know all the details. I do know, I did see videos of like people getting arrested and bus loads, and you know what I'm saying. But the fact that he got thousands of people out there, he probably got them kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Just being able to rally people together like that. They don't like when people can do that. They don't like that.
Even if it is on some, he pretty much got a target on his back now.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's crazy, man. But yeah, so
and speaking of another incident of people coming together.
Okay.
Let's shout out to Alabama Brawlers. Let's shout them out.
Definitely got to shout them out, man. They came together like Voltron, you know what I mean? So, it all started with a security guard. I guess he had told some white folks that they had to do something and they didn't want to listen. So, one of them come over there and try to fight him one-on-one, and my man threw the hat. It was almost like he was giving the hood the sign, like, yo, let it be known. And so as he's trying to fight this one dude, next thing you know, several other white folks come over there jumping him. Yeah. And they just thought they was about to get away with it. And it turned into Thanksgiving. Exactly. I like to call it Spanksgiving. They got spanked.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So that was the one for the ages. It was so funny. The dude was just swimming over there because I guess he was on a boat or something. And so
there was so many heroes.
He jumped in the water like, nah, this ain't going down like this. He was like, I'm gonna get over there no matter how I got to get over there and whoop somebody's ass.
And my man came out with the chair muscle.
Man, the chair was the issue. There's so many memes about that chair right now. Man, it's ridiculous, yo. They've been having me weak with the memes, man.
Man, it's just my thing of it is, man, some of the things I don't want to be like that guy. When they hit the women, that was kind of like a slight. I was like, they should not done that. But now, to be fair, that woman did come in there. Nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna call it like it is. That bitch came in there and tried to fight and jumped on that security guard. Right, so she deserved all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
I'm sure all of y'all seen it by now, man. The original and the memes, you know what I mean? Because they've done like full reenactments of the whole thing too.
Shit up.
Yeah, man. Whoop them dog shit out.
Man, let me tell you this. They watching that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they watching that. They kind of scared about that one. Because and one thing I will say about it that I like that everybody just had the phase, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no guns. It wasn't, none of that. It was a good fist fight. And that's one thing I can respect. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But they were definitely wrong. They were clearly in the wrong because the man was really trying to, like I was explaining to you all off the phone, he probably got orders from, the security guard probably got orders from another white man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you just tell these people not to blame that guy, but it's like, hey, can you just tell them to move the boat so we can get this, coming through? He was just doing his job. He wasn't saying like, oh, y'all need to move. And no, he's like, hey, he probably like, hey, can y'all move your boat? And then like, no, man, hell no. I ain't gonna do that, man.
Right.
What killed me? Have you seen Godfrey's shit When he talked, we ain't doing Paul Mooney. Let me tell you, Paul Mooney. I'll tell you, and man, they don't like for black people to do anything. I'll tell you.
He does a good Paul Mooney. I've seen him do Paul Mooney before, but I didn't see him react to this joint.
Yeah, you see that woman, you seen that man swim, you seen that kid swim. I mean, he swam. See, we lied to you. We lied to you, white folk. We told you that we could swim. We swam like a motherfucker. Horrible Paul Mooney.
I have to go listen to that because I could tell.
Yeah,
Godfrey's a fool, man.
Yeah, killed him.
He be killing him in practice, man. Yeah. I gotta find that. I'm sure he got it online somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's a classic one for the ages. I mean, you know, it's almost like if fuck around and find out was a person. That's what.
Oh no, they fucked around and found out. They fucked around.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, I do have one more thing I want to mention. Your boy Tory Lanez got 10 years for the shooting of the foot of Megan Thee Stallion. So yeah, man, a lot of people, you know, it's kind of divided. You know, so a lot of people on Tory's side, a lot of people on Megan's side. So you know, it is what it is, man. But I mean, obviously something happened. She got hurt, whether she got hit by a bullet fragment or glass. Somebody shot at the girl, and Tory, you know, swears up and down that he didn't do it. Now, my thing is this: that's fine if you didn't do it, prove it. You know, because there was only 2 other people in the car. You know what I mean? There was one other female and then the driver. So between the 3 of y'all, Tory, this female, and the driver, somebody knows something. So if it wasn't you, then you need to be pointing out who it was. You know what I mean? But based on what I've heard, I've seen like stuff where they show text messages where he kind of admitted to doing it. I feel like he did it. You know what I mean? But you know, that's just based on what I've seen. What do you think?
Well, the thing of it is like he's not a citizen here.
Oh, is he not a full-fledged citizen?
He's from Canada.
Okay.
So really, him doing that's probably why he got hit with what he got hit with. Bro.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking he would get a lighter sentence. I said if he
because
I was like, he'll probably get like 3 to 5.
Yeah, because it ain't like shoot. You got that one dude that killed. Now, granted, he's a native here. He killed like some family members and all this other stuff. Like not his family, but like they could. He did it, but they can't prove he did it.
Right.
And he's up, you know, he's up there blowing kisses to like family that people that and he's about to get up. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? With Meg, you know, she only got shot in the foot. It ain't like she got she was in danger or she got, you know, killed or anything like that.
Right.
Not with no toe wound.
Hey.
And it's just like
still pain though.
I mean, not. It's pain, but you hear it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just I don't know, man. I think it is excessive, but at the same time, when you're not from here, it's like
right.
And you know what I'm saying? It just I don't know, man. I don't know how. Yeah, it's just kind of odd.
Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. You think it was a fair sentencing? Think he should have got less? You think he should have got more? You know, I mean, I have to be honest. I would have thought 3 to 5, something like that for this, because like you said, it wasn't a major incident. She did get hurt, of course. She had to go to the hospital, of course, but you know, Della Reese will tell you, it's all right to get shot in the pinky toe. Still love him, you know. Still love that little boy. God. Well, yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt up like that, but still, I wouldn't have thought it would be that harsh. But that's one of those things that makes you wonder if it was a white person, though, that did the same incident, would he have gotten 10 years?
Oh, nah, probably. You know what I mean? Even if he was Canadian, he probably wouldn't have gotten them 10.
Right. I mean, it's like, what the hell? So, I don't know, man. Because, hell, what did the dude get, the one that killed George Floyd? Didn't he get a small sentence?
Nah, I think they threw his ass away.
Seemed like I remember him getting something small.
He was trying to get something small. He was. I think he was trying to get something small. I think He like, look, son, you just gonna have to go away.
He's going to take this L, son. You know, it's right there on tape.
We got you on tape.
I mean, he definitely deserves a harsh sentence, but it seemed like I remember it being less than what it should have been. But either way, you know, y'all let us know what you think of everything in the comments. We really appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. I think that's pretty much all I had. Did you have anything else you wanted to?
Oh, really quick, let's talk about preparing for 8/11/2023. So that date is the official date of hip hop.
Yeah.
The 50th anniversary or whatnot. That's the day they recognize it. I think that was what Congress made it like.
Yeah. So so we got 2 months for hip hop. You know, November is Hip Hop History Month, and August is Hip Hop something month. I forget what it is.
Yeah.
But they've made August an official month for hip hop as well. But yeah, I think August 11th is the official day that they're going with, I believe.
So I would say I want to shout out Black Dot Urban X. He did like a little breakdown talking about they're gonna do something big in like Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
Yeah, on that day. Yeah, I heard about that.
He said he was upset with because I think Nas has probably been over it.
Oh, okay.
And he was upset that he got people from Queens to like open and close the shows. Like, nah, it's like, but it's a Bronx thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bronx kind of, started. And he was saying like, yeah, but if we went to Queens, we couldn't, KRS-One wouldn't been able to open and close the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the man that was responsible of like shutting down Queensbridge until like really Nas came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So,
yeah, I'm glad they're doing that, man. I mean, we need to make this a big year, man. You know, we got the Force tour, which I'm so excited about that, man, because that's a hip hop history tour, right?
Yeah, that's one thing I can say. These legacy acts are doing the thing as far as, I mean, not to call them like that, but they're doing their thing when it comes to this touring and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing of only going back to like the Melly Mel situation and MC Shan, it's just that when you this caliber going after the youngins, it's bad. And you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like y'all gatekeeping anything. Right now, they can be replaced, especially like, well, definitely Shayna, but Melly Mel, it might be a little bit more difficult, but there are some people that predate Melly Mel when it comes to the rapping too.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, but y'all do it up big, man, for hip hop this year. You know what I mean? If you love hip hop, show it. You know what I mean?
Not that I condone things. Smoke something, drink something. listen to your joints.
Right, man. You know what I mean? So pump it loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Enjoy responsibly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But have a good time.
Get your loudest speaker you can and just pump up some hip hop music.
Yep.
So what day does that fall on? August 11th.
I think that
is Saturday.
Friday.
No, that's Friday.
Yeah, because I'm going out of town Saturday to see. I'm going to see Tony Baker and Kevin.
Yeah, let me know how that goes, man. I bet that's going to be hilarious, man. Yeah, both of them is hilarious. I wish I could take the day off, but I can't afford it, man. To take the day off. I took Monday off since it's my birthday, so I won't have Monday off. But I can't afford to do Friday as well. So, but yeah, so yeah, man, we gonna still do it big, man. We got more to come. So I appreciate y'all checking us out. I guess we can go ahead and wrap up the show.
Yep.
This has been episode 250.
250.
One more time.
With 250s.
Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
And shout out to my man that left a comment. Art Buffino.
Appreciate your comment. I can't see it because I'm blind, but if I had my glasses on, I might be able to make out one word.
I think it's bruh.
But yeah, we appreciate your comment, man.
Yep.
So anyway, man, but you know, y'all, you know, we'll be back, of course, next week. You know.
Yep.
And so, you know, we appreciate y'all checking us out. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
We'll see y'all next time.
Hey.